Welcome back again. Now, we were discussing about the softwares that computer works on a software, and we need a software to run the computer. And the main example of that software is operating system. Operating system is a software which works as a host for computer, right? I know. I think all of you know the meaning of host. Whenever we arrange a meeting, like in this meeting, I am the host. So basically, in computer, Windows is a host which allows you to work on computer, which gives you that environment in which you work, right? Work is possible for you. Ahmed Faruqi and Ahmed Reza Anjum, write your name and write your class and roll number as well. Hurry up, beta. Quickly rename your ID. I had posted a note as well for you all in my classroom last night that please join the class with your name, class, and roll number. Okay, who is this annotated? Let me see. Hassan Raza, this is you. I already asked you people to behave nicely. We have the backup of your chat. We have that annotator name. I can see the annotator name as well. So behave nicely. Don't do it again. Hassan Raza, this is the first and last warning to you all. Okay. Now, the question is, why computer? Why do we use computer? There are other devices as well. There are other platforms as well. But why computer? Why we are using computer? Because it makes our life easy. It makes our life. It's okay, beta. And your sorry accepted, but don't do it again. Thank you. A computer allows the user to store information in various formats and process it to perform different actions. Again, I'm repeating, a computer allows the user, just wait a minute class, are you taking notes? I'll ask the question at the end. So please be alert. Okay, are you taking notes? Yes or no? Okay, beta. A computer allows a user to store information in various formats and process it to perform different actions, such as process. What can a computer do? Process complex numerical data, process complex numerical data, access information remotely for distant places like we are doing here in the class. We are not in the same room, we are not in the same environment, we are conducting a class from different environments, from different areas, but it's very convenient due to computer, the use of computer, right? So again, I'm repeating it, access information remotely from distant places and watch movies for entertainment. Different tasks performed by computer today are, what are the different tasks computer perform today? Okay, beta, thank you, Michelle, for your feedback. I'll stop. Okay. Uh, a computer allows a user to store information in various formats and process it and perform different actions, such as process complex numerical data. Numerical data is very difficult to calculate within no time. Human brain cannot do it within no time to solve the complex calculation in seconds or minutes, right? But computer can access information remotely from distant places, working from far places, and watch movies for entertainment. Yes, all of you can understand it very well, I'm sure. Okay, different tasks performed by computer today are store, format, and print files. Store, format, and print files. Ahmed Faruqi, good beta. Thanks for your feedback. I'm very happy to see you all participating. Computer Ahmed Faruqi, computer is used to latest new happening in the world and listening music and making free difference. Very well, very well. Thank you so much. Test and execute softwares. As you know that with the changing world, different softwares are introduced. Like we did not have our Adobe Photoshop or other 3D softwares before, but nowadays it's very important to learn about it because if we are working in a changing world, we must know the technology as well, right? So different softwares are introduced day by day, and these softwares provide you the ease to work, right? It makes your work convenient. It makes you easily working environment, provide you the easily working environment. Okay. Test and execute software. Different softwares are tested and executed. Execute means to show, right? Execute means to show. Okay, maintain records of financial budgeting. Like different companies make their budget on computer. It's impossible nowadays. Nowadays, I'm talking about nowadays. It's impossible to work without computer on budgeting, on financial records, on a payroll system. It's very difficult to work without computer. Computer makes it easy, but as well a disadvantage as well. What unemployment, right? If a man is working in a company that the work, the task he performs is done by computer within no time. So around two or three people's work can do by the computer. Computer उसको easily perform कर लेगा. Unemployment means तीन लोगों का काम एक कंप्यूटर कर रहा है, so there is no need to hire three people for that work, right? So unemployment is the disadvantage of computer technology. Access information and resources from anywhere. What? Access information and resources from anywhere, like we are doing here, right? Access information. Let's talk about without computer. अगर अभी कंप्यूटर ना होता, like इस सिचुएशन में, इस पैंडेमिक में कंप्यूटर ना होता, तो हम क्या करते? We were not able to conduct the classes. We were not able to continue education system. हम इस काबिल नहीं होते कि हम एजुकेशन सिस्टम को चला सकें या हम कुछ भी बच्चों को उनके घरों पर प्रोवाइड कर सकें. It's only I'm talking about the school. There are a lot more in offices, in workplaces, different workplaces, in home delivery, in takeaway. I'm talking about your interest, right? Home delivery, takeaway. Computer is involved everywhere. In traveling, computer is involved in everywhere, and we cannot work without computer in this era. It's impossible, right? Now, do you get me? Am I clear to you all? Say yes or no. Hurry up. Am I clear to you all? Any confusion? Any question till now? Mishal, Huzefa, Minhal, yes, yes, yes. Any confusion? Any question, Beta? Okay. Alish Bahar, no means मतलब I am not clear to you. मैं आपको कुछ अगर नहीं समझ आया, please ask me. Ask me the question, Beta. Thank you so much. Ahmed Farouk, if the computer was not found, the way of getting education and getting news and construction and building will be great loss. Yes. Data processing. Can you explain me data processing, Mishal? Okay. Okay, beta. And anyone else? Okay. One more thing, beta. Please don't answer privately. Okay. It's your class. It's your classmates. So answer to everyone. Okay, Mishal, what is data processing? Okay, can anybody tell me what is data processing? Nawal, can you explain what is data processing in a single line? Okay, I'm waiting. Nawal or anybody else, Abdul Rafi, Alishba. Okay, data processing is the process to enter data into the computer. Alishba Hakis, the process of finding the result. The data is entered in the computer and process of solving it is called data processing, and we get the information after it, right? Yes, Udayapama, the process in which data is processed by the computer. Good. And we are giving input, we are giving data as input, and we are receiving information as output. Keep in mind, we are giving data as input, in which we are giving data as input, and we are receiving information as output. Data are the raw facts, and information is the processed form of data, organized form of data. That is data processing. Okay. Now, there are now come to the history of computer. Okay. History of computer is divided into 5 generations. Zero generation, first generation. Actually, the generation start from the first generation. First generation from 1945 to 1955. Second generation 1955 to 1965. Third generation 1966 to 1970. Fourth generation 1971 to 1980, and the fifth generation is 1980 to present. Okay, now these are the years mentioned for each generation. Now let's start with the first generation. And if I'm talking about the zero generation, 1642 1945, it's a long period. Think about it, 1642 to 1945, like the discoveries were going to come again and again. Mechanical calculators was developed as computing device. Like computing is always difficult for math, right? So there was always an idea to solve the computation, to do the computation easily. So in zero generation, 1642 to 1945, mechanical calculators was in which the machines was there, but it was not working with electricity. It was not working properly. It was not perfect. But mechanical calculators was developed as computing device. Right? Now come to the first generation. In 1946, electronic computer ENIAC. Electronic ENIAC means electronic numerical integrator automatic calculator was developed by J.P. Eckert and John Mauchly at University of Pennsylvania. Okay. In first generation, the main feature of the first generation was the electronic circuit, right? Electronic circuitry of a computer was vacuum tube. The main circuit, the main technology used for first generation was vacuum tube. The main circuitry used for first generation was vacuum tube and magnetic drum for memory. Write it down, note taking beta. And magnetic drum for memory. Okay, what was the main component? Vacuum tube was the main component of first generation, and magnetic drum is used for memory. Okay, it It was able to solve only one problem at a time. Like it was not multitasking computer. It was not multitasking work, right? It can work on a single problem at a time. It can solve only one problem at a time. The vacuum tube is a device used to control the flow of electric current using a vacuum in a sealed container. Okay, now I am telling you the features, the main features of first generation computers. And you have to note down the first generation computer features, second generation computer features. At the end of the lecture, we'll compare all the computers together, right? The features of first generation computer was difficult to use, obviously very difficult to use. Why? Because machine language was used. Okay, there was no high level language, no low level language. It used machine language, and all of you know very well that machine language is very difficult to understand, very difficult to code. Right? Code means to write a program for computer. It's based on 0 and 1, so it's very difficult to write any coding on for computer. Right? It's difficult to use. It was highly unreliable. Right? First feature of first generation computer is difficult to use. Second feature is very highly unreliable. Unreliable means it fluctuated. It because of the generation of heat, it fluctuated. किसी भी वक्त रुक सकता है, किसी भी वक्त stop हो सकता है. You cannot rely that it works properly on time. It was highly unreliable, very costly. Now see the picture of first generation computer. Yes, this is the picture of first generation computer. Now the third feature is very costly, huge in size, as you all see, huge, very huge in size. Very costly, unreliable, difficult to use, not for commercial use. Not for commercial use. What is the meaning of commercial use? Like we have LEDs at our home, we have fridge, microwave, deep freezers. Is it all of it? These things are available easily in the market, right? So these are for commercial use. Anybody can purchase that. Yes, Joseph Ahmed, all can use. Very good. Everybody can use. Whenever you want to purchase this, you can go to the market and purchase that stuff. But it was not, first generation computer was not for commercial use. It was not available for a common man because it was very difficult to handle that computer. So nobody can handle except the programmers and the manufacturers of that computer. Right? Generates a lot of heat, so AC is needed. Generate a lot of heat, so AC is needed. First generation computers में what are the names of first generation? So how many features do we have? Okay, I'm repeating it again, beta. Huge size, highly unreliable, very costly, difficult to use, not for commercial use, consumed a lot of electricity. Consumed a lot of electricity, generates a lot of heat, so AC was needed, right? So these are the features of first generation. Note it down. We'll compare it to the second, third, fourth, and fifth generation. Now I'm telling you the name of computers introduced in that generation. First was ENIAC, as I told you before, Electronic Numerical Integrator. You must know the abbreviations of these computers' names. ENIAC, Electronical Numerical Integrator and Computer. In 1940 till 1946. These are the years of manufacturing of first generation computer ENIAC. And in that computer, there were about 18,000 vacuum tubes. There were 18,000 vacuum tubes used for that computer. Okay, in 1940 till 1946. Okay. There were 18,000 vacuum tubes used in that computer and weight was around 30 tons. Can you imagine how big it was? The weight was 30 tons and 20,000 vacuum tubes were used. Second computer was EDSAC, Electronic Delayed Access, EDSAC, EDSAC. Electronic Delayed Storage Automatic Calculator, Electronic Delayed Storage Automatic Calculator. UNIVAC, sorry, Universal Automatic Computer, Universal Automatic Computer. ADVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Calculator, ADVAC, EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Calculator. Okay, IBM 701 and IBM 650. Okay, beta, any question till now? I'm waiting. Any question, beta? Yes or no? Hurry up. Hamza Saeed, very late. Huzaifa Ali, rename your ID, please. After EDSEC, EDVAC, 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 Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Calculator. And after that, UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. Is there any question, anybody? Hurry up. Okay, Hamza Saeed, write your name with roll number and class. Ibtisam, write your name with roll number and class. Rename it. Okay, class. We'll continue the lecture in the next class. If you have any question, just ask me. And if you don't have, just raise your hand that you are clear. And answer me in the chat, please. Yes or no? Is there any question? Okay, Hasan Raza. Okay. Good, Ibtisam. Thank you, beta. Zafar Ahmad, Abdul Rafi. Okay, okay. Thank you, beta. Okay, we'll continue the lecture in the next class, inshallah. And hope you all will follow the rules which the government has asked about your safety. Please stay home, stay safe, stay home. Again and again, I'm saying this. Please stay home. Don't go out. Don't meet people. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you, beta. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.